Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw tips and tricks. I'm going to attempt to show you how to draw this. Don't know if it'll ever be used by anybody, but it will. You know, whenever time you watch a video or I make a video, even if you don't make this, you might learn some tools. So I just typed out the word wet and I'll left click, right click. I'm going to go ahead and go to object and convert it to a curve. And when I do that, it comes up with nodes. This will be an easy one because all the nodes are on the last line or on the bottom. So I'm just going to swipe through and right click and break apart. Then I can take the lines I want to take out. Now at this time, we'll make this, let's try 8 point. No, too big. Yep, that's about right. Then I'm going to object and convert the outline to an object, and then I'm going to left click, right click. So you can kind of see I have a line here. The W's are going to be a little bit harder because they're not coming down straight. So my suggestion would be to take a, somewhere about in there and then add some nodes. And we can actually, got to go all the way across. And we can actually align those nodes here in just a second. I must not have cut this line out. So I need to cut these lines out. Well, I did cut the lines out because that's the bottom. So what I'm going to do now is try to select those nodes that I created, and I'm going to go right here to align horizontally, and that put them all in the same plane. So now what I can do is take my shape tool, whoop, don't do that, and grab these two nodes and just kind of move them straight down, and you see they're coming at a straight down angle because I'm holding down the control button. They might be a touch off, but what we're doing, it doesn't really matter. So I'm just grabbing all the nodes and bringing them down. I'm not bringing them down any particular length right now, because once I've got them down there, I can go here and I can go down quite a bit. Now what we want to do is make it, and it's kind of hard with a short word, make it sporadic links, and those two are almost the same, so you could take your shape tool and bring that down there and maybe bring that one down there, and then take your virtual segment delete key, that almost worked, and delete those lines. So now what you see is you got different lengths of lines. Now we're going to draw a teardrop. We're going to grab a polygon tool to the common shapes and grab this teardrop. And you kind of want to make it proportionately. And then we're going to try to kind of put it in the center and maybe even try to cover up all the nodes. And then it doesn't have to be perfect because it's a drop. Then I'm going to grab the 4-point cross, and you don't even have to go all the way to the top, but you see how those drops are a little different. They're the same drop, but they're so close together that they're going to kind of match. All I'm doing is hitting the plus key on the keyboard instead of the duplicate key. Let's bring this one up a little bit. That's the advantage of doing it this way. And the reason I'm not using the Control D key is because if I do, it'll move it the same distance away again, and I don't want that. I want to be able to place them. See, if I Control D now, it put it up, and it worked, but it's so much easier just to grab the plus key, because then it just puts it right kind of where it needs to be. And I didn't do it this way when I created the other, so I'm kind of curious if it will weld. Let's try this. You don't ever know till you get in. It did kind of, but what we can do now is take the virtual segment delete key and delete these inner parts. It did save us a little trouble, little more easy work by doing it with the weld. I could have done it several different ways. And then just take your Smart Fill tool and fill it in. And only fill in, you know, like that part, that part, that part, and that part. At this time, I am going to right-click, no outline. I'm going to go ahead and go to Object, and I'm going to group these together, because then when I get my Interactive Fill tool, it should do it to all of them. So I'm going to kind of do it like I did the first one. I'm going to put yellow there, and I'm going to put red at the bottom. Now, that on itself doesn't look too good, but look what happens when you put if you were going to print this on a black t-shirt. That would really pop out. And you could play around and make, you know, different colors. Just an idea. Hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.